I'm gonna hit that button, and then I'm gonna find this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
What?
Andrew's in chat asking questions.
I didn't know anything about sounds to play. Was I supposed to do that? Like, no. Are you talking about like soundboard bullshit? I just do this because I get really bored. And I don't want to be like Jim. Whenever a podcast goes bad, he starts to be like, can I put it on another brand so my brand doesn't look like shit? that was my favorite Retrospects episode because I could tell really quickly it was not going Jim's way and it was not going anyone's way.
We've had a couple of those, but like for
we've had ones where guests were on and the guest was so fucking stupid and boring. Yes, you don't play them on the live stream, Andrew. I'm doing it just because I was fucking with the soundboard. We had a couple where the guest was either playing a video game and distracted, or didn't we do one while we were playing Sea of Thieves and it was just fucking horrible?
Oh god, yeah. We're like, terrible. Let's just.
I think we deleted that one though.
Yeah, but like 15 minutes into it, we're like, this is it, awful.
Like, it's okay whenever David plays a video game in the background because he doesn't give much to us anyways in the first place, so it's fine.
Well, he actually gives us a lot when he's not multitasking.
Exactly. So but it also tones him down.
Right.
Which whenever we want to talk about something that he doesn't care about, he doesn't intentionally ruin it.
But I think it goes the other way. We talk about something he doesn't care about, and he wanders off and plays a game.
Hey, David, Apple sucks.
No, it doesn't. I'm paying attention.
What were we talking about earlier this week where he like admitted he's just a little baby bitch and was like, I hated Apple, and then all of a sudden I sucked their dick.
It was stonks.
Yeah, we're talking about stonks.
Oh yeah, we're talking about today, welcome to Rant On, by the way. We're talking stonks, and we're gonna play a game, and we're gonna talk about 2020 in review, the state of the podcast, and we're going to talk about 2021 and how Jim will try not to burn Retrospects to the ground, and how he never wants me and Kevin to be on there again because we ruined
Kevin was the most pleasant part of that whole thing.
Well, fuck you too.
Oh, was Todd in a mood?
You weren't there, Todd.
I was there, you bitch.
Oh my god, that whole episode was...
Are you talking about the episode where you're like trying to pivot? I was definitely there.
The one with Kevin on it?
Yes!
Wow.
How do you not remember?
Because I blocked it out of my head.
That episode is maybe one of my favorite episodes of a show.
It's the worst episode.
I like how Todd loves it and Jim's like, no, this is...
That's because I realized real fast it was chaos. And then once Jim realized it, he was like, let me see if I can find a way out of having this go along with my brand that I've worked on to be very consistent. We talk about retro stuff and retro games. And all of a sudden, me and Kevin are talking about fucking Crocs on his podcast.
Fucking Crocs?
I don't remember that at all.
You were talking about your Crocs that you got for Christmas, and we were roasting you about it.
Yeah, I do.
Because for one, they were tie-dye.
Let me guess, Kevin was like, no, they're the best thing ever.
Probably.
No, he was talking about his, which are not actual Crocs.
Crocs are
Remember, his are like galoshes. Like, they're kind of like Sperry Croc hybrids.
Wait, so
yeah,
they're not actually,
he doesn't have real
They're
Crocs.
not Crocs.
Yeah, he's got like nice, like again,
Like
I hate
Croc
to use the
brand.
word, it's like tactical Crocs.
Tactical Crocs?
Tacticrocs.
That he puts his in all-wheel drive at all times.
Only when I leave the house do I put mine in all-wheel drive.
First of all, if I ever catch you in those, and you have any of those little pin things on them, I'm going to find a way to scrape them off with my foot.
I do have one on there.
Oh, jeer.
It's Alyssa bought it for me. It's an otter because I love otters.
Why?
And then she's gonna make me a Triforce too.
Our aquarium's open.
For like 4 to 6 weeks, I had to advertise those things in emails. Yes, and every single time it was Croctober.
Croctober.
It was Croctober.
My birthday month
4 to
was the
6
best.
weeks.
Now it's officially October.
No.
Oh my god, dude! No, I was so annoyed every single time
My
I even had to
stomach
make
is
a
churning.
GIF.
No, I meant Croctober.
You need to make
My-
a croc
my
gif.
stomach
I had to
is
make a
churning.
Crocs GIF 4 to 5
Actually,
times
no,
over.
website too is really
I'm gonna
good.
need to go
Oh,
take
you
a
don't like
massive
that shit, right?
shit again.
Croctober might be my new like band name.
What are those things called?
Crocs?
Those little bits.
Oh, we were talking about it. Hold on. Crocs.
What are they called? Do you remember?
No,
Like
like
Little
the
bits.
pieces of flare that go on it.
Gibbets.
Gibbets.
Yeah.
Yeah, something
There you go.
stupid.
Stupid.
Let's learn
Flare?
about
Wait,
gibbets.
there's
Yep.
Croc flare?
That's
They're
what
little-
gibbets
no,
They're
are.
croc flare.
Yeah, they're gibbets.
Why?
Because listen, if you're ridiculous enough to wear Crocs,
Yeah, Jim.
which Jim is apparently, then you're also ridiculous to be like, well, let me put some customized flair on there.
Ooh, why you
I've
guys?
seen people wearing.
Why do you
them
guys say it like that, Jeff?
Which with they're like $5 a piece.
I can't.
I thought they were more than
Also-
that.
The price isn't the thing. It's just
Also-
wearing them in general.
Fun fact.
Okay.
We sold. Do you know who Luke Combs is? Anybody?
Yes, singer.
Yeah, he's that white dude.
Okay, they made Luke Combs
dude.
Crocs.
Okay.
And they made a huge ass deal about it. They're like, these things are gonna sell the fuck out.
How many they sell?
Let me.
I can't go into those details.
Yeah.
So none.
Let me select my gibbets.
I can't go into those details.
Why'd you bring it up?
It
because
was
he wants to illustrate a point.
because it was one of our best performing emails ever.
So just
So
so,
that
you're
just
aware,
tells
aware, the Post Malone Crocs are currently
Post
selling on
Malone?
eBay. Are currently selling on eBay for $1,500. The Justin Bieber Crocs are on here for $1,000. That's about the average.
But are they actually like a Justin Bieber line of Crocs, or are they
Yep.
like Crocs? That
They're
Justin
like
Bieber
they're
wore
like
one time?
special editions for him. There's one
Yeah.
called that's Chinatown Market. I don't know if that's a brand, but they're about $1,000.
Sounds like a map on
Bad
Rainbow
Bad
Six.
Bunny Crocs. I know who Bad.
I'd wear those.
$900.
Oh,
So
I
yeah,
just
I
like
mean
Bad Bunny.
there's lots of. I don't see Luke Combs Crocs on here though, but the Post Malone Crocs
that
are.
was
they're pricey.
That was
That was a
like an Academy
Croctober special.
exclusive.
That was a Croctober special. What's wrong with you?
The world is going to shit, and it all started with Crocs.
No, so like I said, on that podcast, that's whenever I knew things were going horrible. On this show that talks about retro video games, basically, and that's it. Whenever we started making fun of Jim and his Crocs for a good 20 minutes. And then all of a sudden, like, Jim's in the background being like, can we call this Rant On? I was like, huh.
But I didn't. Okay.
No,
But
Ji-
did I do it? No.
No, because you're like, I can't put this out. It was just me and Kevin talking shit. And like Kevin would mute himself and disappear for 20 minutes. And it would start to steer the right way. Like it would start talking about topics that mattered. And like I would derail it. And I felt so bad. But at the same time, I didn't care. Because it was one of those podcasts that was like, can we do a podcast today? And usually those.
Well, I mean, it was my fault. I owned it.
No, I know.
It's over.
But podcasts never. Did you hear that? Jim, it's okay. We all do these podcasts. That's why this show is shitty. Oh,
it's so much
hold on.
shit.
We have to do year in review. "2020 sucked."
Moving on.
Yeah, I looked up Pornhub in a review and they didn't do it this year, so I ran out of ideas.
No.
I ran out of ideas really
Well,
fast.
they probably ran out of analyzing data.
They probably
just
ran
go-
out of videos because they had to get rid of a lot of them because of the whole underage women thing.
Really? There was
Yeah.
You didn't hear about
Oh,
that?
No, I
Huge,
didn't.
huge deal.
So Wall Street,
So-
no,
I didn't hear about it.
New York Times ran an article, I think, about how there's a lot of, I don't remember what the term was, but it was basically like revenge porn and shit like that, and it was uploaded non-consensually by the women.
Okay.
So Pornhub changed their stance to the only videos on our site are from verified people. So you have to be a member of Pornhub that's verified before you can upload videos to it, or a company. So majority of the videos on that site are down. So that's probably why they didn't do a year in review thing. Also, this year was like the rise of OnlyFans, and that kind of probably wrecked Pornhub in terms of money. Because I remember last year the searches were like a bunch of celebrities, which it is almost every year, but like this year it's fucking, oh, if this person has an OnlyFans, why do you need to go to Pornhub? So that's what I thought was funny. Now on to the main subject. David, what did you call April O'Neil's boobs again?
I said they look like egg drops. I guess that's what I called it. I was trying to say egg on a nail. but
What is
for some
that?
Egg
reason
on a
I-
nail. How do you put
Which-
an egg on a nail?
What is
Which I
it?
tried to explain that to Julia, and she still was just extremely confused. Because I don't understand, like, first off, who puts eggs on nails?
I'm just
David,
saying, like,
apparently.
I don't know. It's just that's the only way I can describe it.
But, like, no,
David, how do you
my-
crack an egg?
That's fucking
Use
weird,
a nail
David.
Single-handedly.
Do you use a nail for that process?
I mean, you can.
Is
But
there
no,
a,
but
is
no,
there
like,
a
is
nail
that-
in the
is that,
middle
like,
of the pan that you
typical?
cook your eggs in?
No, absolutely not.
Then
I'm not
why?
saying it-
How is that a thing in your mind?
I don't know.
Also,
What
why
about
did I
these
find a
mysterious
stock photo
ways?
of it very fast?
Because there's a stock photo of everything.
No, but that's a fried egg. First off, It's
Okay,
fully
well,
cooked.
David never specified. What kind of egg was it?
No, in my mind, he literally
Raw
is saying
egg?
he takes an
He
egg.
did say crack an egg and put it on a
Yeah,
nail.
exactly.
Oh.
Cracks an egg on the nail.
About like that.
No, it's dumb. Don't ever speak about this again, David.
So, were you talking about her boob shape or
Yes.
like her areola?
No, her boob shape.
So you just mean sloping?
I guess you can call it sloping. To me, it just
I
mean,
forgot.
Obviously, you're describing things about cracking
Oh,
eggs on
I'm
nails.
so
So
uncomfortable right now.
Why?
why?
I don't know. I feel weird talking about this.
We're talking about boobs?
Natural things.
Okay.
Mommy milkers?
Oh.
That just made it worse.
Why? Oh god.
Jim, I've seen the stuff you look at on TikTok. Don't act like you're innocent here.
I send half of it to you.
Well, I just drove off. and
He's,
I'm-
David's playing Cyberpunk for
I
people
am
that don't know.
playing I'm playing Cyberpunk.
They had their big update. I wonder how it is. I haven't played it.
I will
It's-
tell you that I came out of my apartment. Well, this is the first time I played it because I was like, I'm gonna wait for this big update. Walked out of my apartment. The car was in the road. And when I mean in the road, I'm talking about halfway. The model was halfway in the road. I got in the car. The car went up 45 feet in the air, dropped straight down, and killed somebody.
So, did you ever have the bug where, like, as you were driving, the cars would drop from the sky?
No, I never had that.
Oh, I had that all the time.
Um,
Oh, well.
yeah, I listen. There's supposed to be another big update,
they already dropped the hot patch for it.
right? So,
And so now I can go to random areas and get my badass gear again. Fix the drops. Fix the drops.
Hey,
I mean,
hey,
I didn't have anything that was like critically wrong before.
I mean, other than RTX breaking every time I load the game, I had no problems with it.
Ooh, do I want to wear these
So,
Horcruxes?
horror boots?
but to be fair, RTX has never worked for you, right? Like not properly.
It worked in Minecraft,
Mm,
In Minecraft.
but it also, like, taxed the card like crazy.
yeah, but RTX in general,
Yeah.
It's-
Sucks.
it's pretty rough. That's why I'm actually curious if they have RTX turned on for the PlayStation 5, because Control is coming to PlayStation 5 for free. next
No.
month.
Yeah, no one cares.
The Ultimate Edition.
yeah,
No
it's
one
me
cares
fi-
about your egg drop tits, David. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, don't
They're
talk
not my
don't talk about
tits,
April like
so-
that. She's a treasure.
Hmm.
Is she?
Yeah.
How is she a treasure, Todd?
She does anything that you find nostalgic, there's a porn parody of it, and most likely she was involved. That
Wait,
makes
what?
Yeah.
So okay, hold on. Let me think of something really nostalgic.
Okay.
Rugrats.
Spider-Man the porn.
What? Rugrats?
Yeah, she
There
played
is
Angelica.
absolutely a Rugrats porn parody.
I feel like that's wrong. Why would you say something like that?
I mean, it's nostalgic. You said name anything nostalgic.
I mean,
All right, I'm
he's-
turning on incognito.
it's called
for this one.
Tugrats.
Fuck. Of course there is.
It is called Tugrats.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ha.
Oh.
Ah.
Why did I need to know this?
This is awkward.
Are you looking it up, Jeff?
I mean, it was an incognito mode, but yeah. I
What?
don't need that in my
Don't be a
history.
bitch. Put it up on your. Here's
Hell no.
a YouTube trailer of it. Let's
Post
watch
it to
together.
Facebook, Jeff.
Let's watch together. YouTube trailer.
It's like, hell no.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh
just
dear God.
no.
Oh dear God.
What are you doing?
Scribble
It's,
underneath the.
Why?
the company's called Wood Rocket, which is one of my favorite titles
It's
ever.
Dude.
Stu's boner pills.
Stu's
Oh,
Butter
God.
Pills. This is horrific.
You're the one who put it on here.
Michael's the one who brought it up.
Dude, the ball guy wearing the diaper just looks so fucking
What the
awkward.
What are we watching?
Oh no. Why is he staring? He's spiking the camera and it freaked me out a little bit. This is weird, Gary's mod. Shut up, Michael. Wait, was that April O'Neil? Wait a minute. I just saw the picture of Dee
Is
Dee.
your claim real?
I saw a picture of Dee Dee and it looked like her.
I'm sure.
Or was that Angelica? No, or not Angelica. What was the doll's name? Hello, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's April O'Neil right there. As the
Well, there you
mom.
go.
As the mom.
There you go.
I've been
All
proven
I see is
correct.
Alex Chance. So yeah.
Wow.
that is.
Jesus.
So, guys, I bought that limited run game Scott Pilgrim thing.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It's gonna take 8 years to ship, probably.
I got the step down from you, but man, that's gonna look killer.
And then I'm gonna have nowhere to put it. And then I'm gonna give Nick the game.
So wait, where when is the pre-orders shut down?
Pre-orders close Sunday, February 28th.
Yeah, I might.
And then it says it's like 2 months after that, or 4 months or some shit. Oh, products are typically not expected to ship until 4 or 5 months after the pre-order window closes. So
I guess I have to
it'll
get
show
it
up in
for,
July. Switch or PlayStation. That's it.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to get it for the Switch because I don't think it'll work on PS5.
You never know. It's a remake. It's a brand new game.
Yeah, I'd probably rather just get it on the Switch though.
Jim, how many things have you bought from Limited Run?
So this, Ease Origins,
I'm actually really disappointed.
Streets of Rage 4, and that's it. Honestly, that's Shantae.
Okay. What were you
I'm
saying,
really
Jeff?
disappointed because like they had
Ooh.
limited run editions of the Jack and Daxter games,
Oh.
and like after the fact, and I was so disappointed to miss out on that.
Oh, they're
Like they made
clones?
like it for PlayStation 4.
I've never played any of the Jack and Daxter games. And I feel like I
I
fucked
played
up.
them on the PSP and the Vita.
I feel like I
Okay.
fucked up not playing those.
Well, it's kind of weird because like the first and like it's a vast departure. Like you play the first one, you're like, kind of a kid's game, and then you get to the second one, and like tonally, it's completely different. And for some people,
Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, Spyro, like all those are, I guess they're marketed towards kids, but they're fucking killer games.
I would have bought the shit out of this.
see, I
for
never
PC.
got into Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, I like Ratchet and Clank more than I like Jack and Daxter.
One of them is made by Insomniac, right?
I believe Ratchet and Clank.
Okay.
Well, same with Naughty Dog makes Jack and Daxter.
That's right.
Yeah.
The two big Sony peoples.
Yeah.
I forgot about them re-releasing episode 1 Racer last gen. God damn it.
Oh, PSA for people who are trying to play Jack and Daxter on PS4.
Don't.
Yeah, don't do that.
Is it bad?
It like Jack 2 like broke 15 minutes into me playing it.
Huh. Oh, no, my trivia. So we'll be playing trivia later just because I'm bored. And I thought it was cool because we've never done that. And I've always wanted to make a game show. And I've thought about working on that this year. But I can't think of a good way to do it. What is that noise?
What's happening?
I keep hearing like somebody's mic open up, and I'm staring at TeamSpeak now.
Oh, Jeff's flash for a second.
And I just lost my train of thought completely. I gotta edit. Ugh. My brain literally just gave out completely.
It just went out.
Yep.
Oh,
All because of the
we
background
could
noise.
talk about.
Oh, I wanted to talk about Jeff's Harry Potter bullshit.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So for those of you watching the Twitch stream earlier, twitch.tv/RankTeamMedia, thank you for watching.
And we apologize.
Also that. Please give us a follow. We are going for affiliate this year. Between us and Retrospects, we will easily get it. We need like 5 more subs, I think. I'm sorry, 8 more subs. Or not subs, followers, and then we'll unlock affiliate if we keep up with our current pace.
Following's free, guys.
Following's free. We won't ask you for money unless it's for charity most of the time. But anyways, so Jeff was playing basically Second Life Harry Potter,
Yeah.
and
really
it was
fucking bad.
weird.
So, and my
Where did you find this?
So first off, if you just load up Gary's mod in multiplayer, like it'll just show you like a whole bunch of different
Yeah,
like, game modes.
the server browser, yeah.
So there's Harry Potter role playing. There's a Star Wars one. By the way, Julia just looked and she said that she would describe this as not fake.
All right,
April O'Neil.
April O'Neil, yeah, they're definitely not.
But basically, like it's very if you log onto a role playing server, it's very fucking strict most of the time. This like the Harry Potter one wasn't that strict at all. But I played a Star Wars one where as soon as I logged in, a guy was like, "All right, you have to stand against the wall for 5 minutes before I can talk."
What?
Maybe
And if
maybe
you
that's
didn't-
why
if
you
you-
couldn't talk.
And if you didn't stand up against the wall, he
He'd
would
fucking
shock
murder you
until you die.
There it is.
And you just keep respawning over and over again. He's like, "All right, you're gonna finally listen to me? Cool."
Maybe he was just like a dom in real life, and
I
he
don't
wanted a new
know,
bitch.
But like the
That's
Harry
what it
Potter
sounds
one,
like.
the Harry Potter one was pretty
Interesting.
rough. It took about 20 minutes to download first off,
How big was it?
and it's like 5 gigs.
Jesus Christ!
But it was downloading.
That's
from
bigger
like,
than Gary's mod.
But it was their server, so it was
Ah.
like it was not like spread out over across multiple servers, so it took forever.
Gotcha.
But yeah, like not very much instruction when you log on. You just kind of have to fucking figure it out as you go, which is why I was like perpetually confused the entire round.
It was bad.
I don't know.
It had like class schedules.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still really, really excited for that Harry Potter RPG that's going to be coming
The
out. at some
Rocksteady
point.
one?
Avalanche Studios, I
The
think is the one that's
Disney
doing
and
it.
the Just Cause people?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm always excited to try. I like that world. I don't like the person that made it, but I like that world. Granted, I never saw the second Fantastic Beast movie because
Johnny Depp?
No, I could care less about that.
Second one was
He was
okay.
proven innocent, I think. I don't remember. Second one was okay?
Second one was okay. It's the so first off, we could get into that whole thing about her transphobic comments and all that jazz if we really wanted to. But like
But she made Dumbledore gay.
no, it's like so she wrote 1 through 7, in which I firmly believe she had like a clear like this is what my story will be. And then after that, she was like, all right, I still want to be like a part of this universe. Let me start tinkering a little bit
Because I can't let go.
because I can't let go. and then she tinkered just a little bit too much. And then they're like, "Hey, what if do you have like any other stories you want to talk about?" And she's like, "Yes." And then she kind of made something up on the spot.
No, she didn't. She told the story of Dumbledore's gayness.
Greg Louganis.
I don't know, like
And maybe that's why Johnny Depp is no longer in the game or in the movie. They don't want to watch. You don't want to watch the two guys doing things.
I mean, arguably they got a much better actor to fill his role.
Phil
Matt-
Who?
Mads
Wow.
Mikkelsen.
Try that again.
I got it. I got there at the end.
That the guy from that one movie.
Hannibal.
What the?
I was
Okay,
gonna
just
say
found a
Doctor
really
Strange, but
weird
Doctor
glitch in
Strange,
this game.
Rogue One.
Ow.
So I mean, I'm excited in that regard. I don't know. I've always wanted a Harry Potter RPG game for like forever because I think that would be really fucking cool.
yeah,
We almost had one with Hogwarts, like Mystery at Hogwarts, the mobile game.
the Niantic game.
No, the it's like a
Hogwarts Mystery
separate.
wasn't even close to what you wanted, though.
No, it wasn't, because when you logged on, it had a story and all that jazz, and then they're like, "We're gonna fucking make this a goddamn grind for every single thing that you want to do." It was like Farmville, but Harry Potter
Oh
edition.
yeah, Farmville's great.
And it bugged the fuck out of me. I uninstalled so quickly.
Farmville died a couple weeks ago
It did.
For real?
I mean, like,
with Flash.
but like the Harry Potter games as a whole have always been kind of shitty. Like there hasn't really been a good Harry
The
Potter.
Lego
game.
ones though.
The Lego ones are all right. I wouldn't say like they're the
I mean,
best.
the Lego games don't. They're all Lego games. They're not Harry Potter games. They're
Yeah.
Harry Potter skinned Lego games.
Which are better
Which-
than the other games. So
Which I will admit, like I enjoyed playing those just because the humor was kind of great. Like they did little things with the story that were funny.
yeah.
But like I wanted like, proper like
Oh my
just
god.
Harry Potter game in which you could do spells and shit and open world. Like, that would be
Expelliarmus.
great, I think.
I just can't wait for I hope there's like multiplayer in it. In the
I
new
don't
one.
know. I mean, that'd be kind of
And
interesting.
then I fucking hope that a bunch of nerds like get really good at like the wizard sparring bullshit that they showed in the movies, and then they kind of like bully other people because this is their time. They're like,
This
I
is
can
their time.
fire off Expelliarmus faster than you. Fuck you. That's what I hope, and I hope that they get all the bitches that they deserve for doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. I have some hope for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been worked on for a long time. The actually like the leaked footage that they showed, pretty great. I just hope it, really lives up to what they're supposed to. There's not a lot coming out this year that I'm like, I want to play. There's nothing out there that's been like amazing.
That's what I was about to
me.
ask you. Is there any piece of media that you were looking forward to this year?
No, because it's kind of that weird thing. Like we got through 2020
Did we though?
barely with like new content, and then I would say towards the latter half of 2020, COVID hit, and then everybody was like, "Oh, we have to start pushing our shit back." So there's a lot of stuff that like would have happened in 2021, I think, but has now been pushed back further and further.
Yeah.
So we're kind of in this weird, awkward space where we have like brand new consoles, but they probably won't have brand new first party titles for a while. Like God of War Ragnarok, which they still haven't confirmed as the title. They're like, yeah, it's coming out in 2021, maybe now 2022, maybe 2023.
Maybe never.
I'm kind of excited to see where Cyberpunk 2077 goes.
Are you though?
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be releasing a bunch of free DLC after a bit, and I think they're kind of taking the No Man's Sky approach.
Where they shut up for a while and then put out updates and Hope that people love them afterwards.
Yeah, except they don't. They don't.
They don't shut up. That's the problem.
because Jason Schreier like exposes them and says, "Hey,
Jason Schreier, the biggest exposer.
bad things happened
That was
here."
inappropriate sounding. David, do you have any media that you're excited for this year?
No, everything's getting pushed back. I'm kind of pissed off about it. Strictly speaking, in terms of movies,
Any games? Any TV shows?
I'm looking forward to Mario 3D World for the Switch.
Mario 3D, like the Wii U game?
Yep.
Oh, are they putting it out on Switch?
Yep.
Oh shit, I'll buy that. I don't know where my Switch is, but I'll buy that. Michael, is there anything coming out this year that you're really excited for?
No.
No.
I have trouble expecting things to come out currently. Until the vaccine is well distributed and people start working normally again.
I just put myself on the wait list
For what?
for the
Vaccine.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm obese. I can get on that list.
You're
Oh yeah, I
both
need to
obese.
sign up for that. Jim, anything for you?
Ease 9, Monster Nox for the Switch comes out this summer. Shin Megami Tensei 5 and Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne coming out this summer too.
That's a remake, right? That's 3.
Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne is a remake. Yes, two game. Shin Megami Tensei 5 was like announced as a Switch launch title, exclusive to the Switch, and it's just now like coming out.
Oh, okay.
And as far as movies goes, I have no idea. The new James Bond that decides it wants to come out.
Is that coming out this year?
They're
Supposed
pegging
to,
it.
right?
They're
I
pegging
think
it for November at
I
this
thought
point.
they pushed it back again for 2022.
No.
I haven't heard that.
All right. Well, watch this. Speaking of movies, let's talk about AMC and stonks.
Okay.
We're doing this because we at Rant Media are your friend. And if you don't know what the hell stonks are and Wall Street bets and all this shit, or if you want to play this for your family members that are really confused as to what the hell's going on, we're going to give you a brief overview of Wall Street bets, what has been happening, and why you should not do this, because it's probably a bad idea if you're just a normal homie. It'll probably fuck you over. All right, so stocks, you know what a stock is. Cool, we're moving on from that. Reddit, it's a message board. That's the easiest way I'm going to explain it. Message board. In said message board, there's a subgroup called Wall Street Bets, where a bunch of bros talk about, hey, let's manipulate the stock market by buying a bunch, waiting for analysts to jump on it because suddenly a lot of people bought it. The market skyrockets on that particular stock, and then they sell. That's how Wall Street Bets works. Recently, they targeted GameStop because GameStop is dying and their stock has been the shitter. So Wall Street Bets chose GameStop, and that stock multiplied by 20, if I remember right. I believe it was a factor of 20. And then hedge fund owners got pissed off about it because it was now being valuated weird, and hedge fund owners were doing something called short selling, which is basically taking a loan out on a stock, and whenever, in theory, if it goes bad, you make money. If it goes good, you lose money because then you have to buy more. Long story short is a bunch of fucking nerds on Reddit are causing a bunch of issues with GameStop, AMC, what other ones? BlackBerry.
Yeah, any I would consider like any underdog
Tech or games or
stock. Yeah. And
Well, any stock that they were trying to short anyway.
Yeah. So here's the deal. I'm not a broker. I'm not a financial expert. Don't go crazy on this because it probably will bite you in the ass. Because unless you're in that subreddit, which is locked now, as far as I remember, I checked yesterday. You can't see when they're about to tell you sell.
It's also
And they have a Discord, which is also shut down.
yeah.
Or locked out. In general, they're making it extremely volatile, which is not what you want to be involved in. If you want to if you want to, on a very micro level, see what this actually looks like in practice, you can look at Dogecoin, which, if you don't know, Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency. God, I don't want to go over cryptocurrency. I think we have a Gadget Inspectors episode about it from years ago. Look it up, please.
Just want to interject that Wall Street Bets is open now.
Wall Street Bets is back open. Okay.
It is back open now.
I would still avoid anything that they're doing. If you want to see like a micro version of it, look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency, but it's always been very, 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 very low price. And whenever I say low price, I mean it was for a long time less than 2 cents.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Wall Street Bets and Reddit and in general was like, let's go. And this is the meme, to the moon. And it's a picture of a Shiba on a rocket going to the moon. So in the last 3 days, the stock has gone from 1 cent to 4 cents, basically. So theoretically, if you put enough money in there, you tripled your money.
Oh, quadrupled.
Quadrupled, triple, yeah. I did it just to see what happened. I put money in there 2 or 3 days ago, and within 2 hours, I put in $50. I had made $8. So if you want to see how this volatility works, you can look at Dogecoin. You can play with it. Right now, it's at it's at 2.9 cents. You
Right.
heard me correctly. 2.9 cents, so almost 3 cents.
Get 10 shares for 29 cents.
Yeah, 10 shares for 29 cents. Throw in $1 and you have a lot of fucking Dogecoin. I put in $50 and it was like, you have so many Dogecoins. And it's really cool. But again, this is a meme. At any point, Reddit could be like, back into the ground with you, and it dies. We just wanted to kind of, we were talking about it earlier as a group and how stupid it is, and how Jeff has gotten a bunch of people being like, explain to me what's going on with the GameStop.
Not only that, but I've had so many people that are like, all right, how do I get in on this?
You
Like,
don't do it.
Because
Too late.
It's too late.
because they're like, oh, GameStop, that's something Jeff likes.
It is.
He must know about it. And like, yes, while I do know about it,
It's a
A,
horrible company. I
it's
don't
a horrible
support it.
company. I would not support it. And B, like, I'm sorry, but there's a reason why it's not a good idea to do it now.
Yeah.
I don't think you can even do it. If you can, it's very volatile to do so. Did you get into Robinhood at all? I apologize if you did.
Yeah, I have Robinhood. I've been using it for years though.
Well, I mean, did you get into why, like, what happened?
No,
with
we're about to
Robinhood?
go over that.
Okay.
High level. Okay, so here's how this goes. Normal people, this is, again, we're talking to your moms, maybe you're not financially savvy, cousins, people that are coming to you because, let's be realistic, most of our listeners are technologically savvy or know someone that is, and they probably come to you about it. Because my mother asked me about it, my hairdresser asked me about it. Like, I was literally getting my hair cut, and I pulled out my phone real quick, and she saw the Robinhood logo and like started asking me questions. And that was the day I was fucking around with Dogecoin. And she's like, "What is that?" I was like, "You don't want none of this shit." I was like, very Dewey Cox. You don't want none of this shit, Dewey. So here's the thing. There's a couple ways to buy stocks that are simple and really easy to use. One of the biggest ones out there is Robinhood. It's an app on your phone. They give you a free stock usually whenever you first sign up. Hell, we might throw a referral link. Hey, David, your mic's open. Hell, we probably have a referral link. One of us does. And you can buy and sell from your phone. It's really, really simple. So here's the thing. Whenever Wall Street Bets and all this started going off on GameStop and AMC and what was the other one?
Best Buy.
Were they really going after Best Buy?
I mean, they jumped on Best Buy, I think, because Best Buy's been kind of...
It's been up and down recently.
Been up and down recently, but Best Buy was less about the revenge thing and more about the money-making side.
Yeah. So, let me pull up the news story. Come on, CBS. Or CNBC, sorry. So basically, whenever this was happening, hedge fund owners that were also invested in GameStop and all these companies started putting pressure on Robinhood because Robinhood was one of the main ways people were buying and selling these stocks. And at one point, Robinhood completely stopped letting you buy or sell.
No, they never restricted sell.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. They restricted you from buying GameStop and AMC. So if you see in the news GME and AMC, that's GameStop and AMC. And it caused quite an uproar because that's not a free and open market. So much so that AOC and Ted Cruz and Donald Trump Jr. all fucking agreed on something. I don't know how. Let's see. Amateur investors using Robinhood and other apps bid up heavily shorted stocks and causes GameStop shares to skyrocket 400% in the past week. GameStop was near bankruptcy like 2 months ago. And because of this, technically they're valued higher now. Robinhood initially told investors they could only sell and not buy new shares in certain companies that were attracting attention from retail traders on Reddit. The online brokerage is now allowing clients to buy only a single share of GameStop. That's stupid. A total of 50 securities are now restricted from the stock trading app. And the quote from Robinhood said, "It was not because we wanted to stop people from buying these stocks," which is a lie.
Absolutely a lie.
They're being pressured by hedge fund owners and that kind of thing.
You mean the company that owns them?
Yeah. Quote, "We did this because of the required amount we had to deposit with the clearinghouse was so large, with the individual volatile securities accounting for hundreds of millions of dollars in deposit requirements, that we had to take steps to limit buying in those volatile securities to ensure we could comfortably meet our requirements." That's bullshit, but you know. So, because of that, within the last few days, other stock trading apps have blown up. But again, this is Todd. This is my opinion only. Don't fuck with this shit. It's a bad idea.
Yeah.
So I think a part of the reason why Robinhood did what they did was to protect the consumer, because we have no idea when the bubble will pop, and a lot of people aren't going to be.
But that's how the market works.
Right. But the thing is, though, and I understand that, I'm not claiming, but here's the thing, though. Robinhood has already had a suicide on their conscience because of the fact that they didn't explain the way that their how their dividends work or something like that. I can't remember the exact scenario.
I could tell you right now, Robinhood does not give two shits about the suicide.
You don't
They
think
only
so?
care that it got tied to them in the media.
Right. I'm not saying
It's
they
not on
care
their
about
conscience.
the person.
It's in their PR department.
Right. And so I don't think they're going to want that kind of again. So I'm pretty sure that's why they blocked what they did, because they're probably afraid it's going to happen again.
I don't know. Look, like I said, the reason why we're talking about this is because we know you probably have someone in your life asking you about it. Don't do it. It's a risk that you don't want to take. Let GameStop die for all I care. AMC can die too for all I care too.
Let's be real here. Like AMC and GameStop were always on the cusp of dying, anyways.
Right, which is why they were the targets.
Right. This is such a like short-term thing that it just doesn't make any sense to keep doing it. So if you're gonna get
to drop again,
right, if you're gonna get into investing,
do something safe.
I heartily suggest talking to a financial advisor. I personally use Edward Jones. You can use someone else if you really want to, but their major concern is you spending for the long term. Like they're working towards your retirement. They're gonna invest in something that's really conservative. If you're trying to be a day trader and just kind of be like, you know what, I'm gonna invest all I got into Tesla, for instance. I
Right.
mean, cool. It's probably not gonna work in your favor that way. I've literally seen people that are like, I've invested my life savings into this whole GameStop fiasco, which is terrifying to me. $40,000 to $50,000. Not only that, I've seen people who are like, yeah, I totally paid off my student loans with this and shit. Here's the thing: you make money, you get taxed on that later. That's not just like free money that comes in. The IRS is going to come for your ass if all of a sudden you make $40,000. Guess what? You get taxed on that. And in fact, you've probably put yourself in a new tax bracket, so you get taxed even higher. And
well, you don't get taxed higher. You get taxed higher on what you make
on what you
above that
made
bracket.
over the bracket. Yeah.
Yes, but you would so like there's going to be an adjustment, right? So a lot of people are just like, that's fine. I'll pay the taxes on it, and then they can't afford it. So now they're like fucking in the hole, in debt to the government. So you basically just switched your debt at that point.
Look, buy Tesla, buy Apple, buy fuck.
So like right now, and I know this
Also,
sounds like
buy them when they dip. Do not go buy them when they're soaring.
Right.
Like right now, this, even though we're talking about like good financial advice, I'm signing up for an E-Trade account right now as we're talking. But that does not necessarily mean I'm going to go ham and be like, all right, let me invest in some Dogecoin and blah, blah, blah. My first deposit is $5.
Let me tell you a brand not to buy: World Wrestling Entertainment. Don't buy that. You want to know why? Because I keep losing money on it.
And you don't lose money till you sell it.
Yeah, that's the worst part. It just keeps pointing downwards, though, so I never sell it.
And to be honest with you, it's always best practice. Once you invest it, just know that
Just sit on it.
not only that, it's just
assume
know
that
that
money is gone.
Oh,
it's gone. You've lost it, and you will most likely never get it back.
I felt like such the asshole whenever, as a joke, I threw in $50 in Dogecoin. I was like, I'm a fucking idiot. What am I doing? I could have done anything else with that.
I didn't
But you
realize
threw
had spent
$50
that
into
much.
Dogecoin as a joke, as a meme.
Yeah.
Did you absolutely need that $50?
No, it was actually from selling something that I just sold.
Okay, so that is the same as walking into a casino with $50 in your pocket with the intent of dropping it on table or for chips on
Put it on
tables
red.
or putting it into slot machines.
Yeah.
Like if you walk out of there without that $50, you're not gonna be worried.
I'm not gonna
about paying
hurt.
the rent.
Yeah. So I did it because a friend of mine was like, put it in Dogecoin. He's like, it's at the time it was like 1.8 cents. I was like, all right, whatever. I threw it in there, and I just kind of stared at the Robinhood app for another hour and a half because I was like, oh my god, it keeps moving. And eventually it got to like 2.5 cents, and I was like, I can't. This is too stressful, and I sold it all. I made $8, so I was like, cool, yay me. But again, that's why I can't do it. Fucking put it in an IRA. Put it in a managed fund.
Exactly.
Anything other than staring
it's
at
stressing for
Robinhood,
you.
that is stressful
I-
and it won't help you.
Because literally, when I left my last job, I had money in my 401k,
Mm-hmm.
and so they're like, "Look, you can take it out now if you want. You had to take a heavy tax hit. The best way to do it would be
Roll
to
it into
roll it
another one.
over, rather roll it into your next job, or you can put it into a managed fund to where they mess with it and it gets better and you don't touch it. That there's no penalty for that."
Yeah.
So I opted. I said, "You know what? Fuck it. Let me just move over to a separate fund, and we'll let the new company 401k kind of grow on its own separate account." Um, I can already tell you, like, it's already diversified into other things, which
Yeah.
has grown at least 10 to 15% over what I put in. So, like, that's awesome.
Oh, I didn't even think about this. Here, let us help you more. If you would like to put money into the stock market a bit safer and you have no idea what you're doing, there's apps for that. Acorns.
Acorn.
Acorns.
Fantastic.
Acorns has
Actually,
Acorns
have-
now and Acorns later. One is an IRA, right? Like Acorns later is like
So,
an
yeah,
IRA.
Acorns later is you can do a traditional Roth IRA or you can do a different IRA. I can't remember the exact type. Now, it's important to note that later is basically an IRA. You don't touch that.
Or
If
else you get taxed out the
you get
asshole.
taxed on it, and it's a huge penalty.
I had to take that out a few years ago, and I was like,
The invest portion, you should leave it in there, but you can
Keyword,
technically take
should.
it out at any time.
All
It's
right.
not a
Let's-
huge ordeal.
Jeff, off the top of your head, can you think of anything on that site that like I shouldn't show? No. Okay. I haven't seen anything. Cool. So this is the Acorns homepage if you're watching the stream or if you're watching the recording. Basically, it works like this. You can... David, your mic is sensitive again.
Oh, sorry.
Basically, it works like this. You can tie your credit or debit cards to it, and it can take the additional cents off the dollar. So, like, you spend 68 cents, and it takes off the rest after rounding it up to $1. You can also just directly throw money into it, and it saves it. It's
And,
really
like,
helpful.
A lot of banks do that where they just throw it into your savings account. too,
Right.
If you don't want a separate account.
Correct. So Jeff and I don't know about the rest of the guys have
I
been
have
using
Acorns.
Acorns for years. Basically, you just turn it on. I have a recurring $5 every Friday, and I have roundups on, and I think I have roundups like times 3. I think, and it just saves. And right now I have $142. I've taken out money recently because this is how I purchased my computer. And whenever I want to splurge on something, you can do this. Not really recommended. You would like your money to grow more, but it is a way to do it. This is the now portion, the invest portion. The later portion, let me see. Their website's not that great. Your later value, so it has different types of portfolios. This one's based off of my age. And it tells you, hey, based off your age, you can invest a little bit differently than someone's a little bit older because maybe they need more safe bets and not lose. But since I'm younger, I can probably take a bigger hit and then recover in the long run. So this is a really cool thing to look at.
I think it's actually
Or the other way around. I'm sorry. I think you're right.
You have more time.
Yeah.
You don't need to make the money immediately.
Yeah. So right now it shows large company stocks is 47% of my portfolio. Small company stocks is 3%. Short-term U.S. bonds is, what percent was that? 6%. Medium company stocks, 6%. International company stocks, U.S. aggregate bonds. And it breaks down. It says, hey, this is what's been going on. It tells you what price.
Can I interject real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
I haven't really said much lately.
Yeah.
So I completely forgot about Acorns, and then I just logged in. Just by doing a $1 reoccurring and like the roundup,
Mm-hmm.
I got like $250 in here that I had no idea was in here.
I mean,
Yep.
Jeff at one point had like
I've been-
$2,000.
I've been ignoring mine for about a year now.
Yeah.
It's been about a year for me too.
Mine's at $671.
Yeah.
Whew.
I mean, just
Now
for
I also do a $10. I think it's $10 monthly.
I do a $5 weekly, and then that
So,
3
10
times
a month.
round up.
on my invest, and I actually just upped this because it was $20 before. I do $25 every Thursday in my invest account, and then later
Every Thursday?
every Thursday because that's
Damn.
my
Because he gets paid.
that's
Remember,
my
he gets
paycheck.
paid weird.
Right.
And then in my later account, I do $15 every Monday. And you can also change your preferences for, like, you know, how aggressive you want your portfolio to be. I set mine to aggressive just because I like to have it kind of diversified. But there's also if you have kids, they just added
I saw
a
that early.
kids function. Now that
That's where you invest in your kid's name, though, is it not?
yeah, until they become a minor or of age.
Yeah,
So you can
he's-
actually transfer that at any time, though. So you can be like, all right, on age 8, when you turn 18,
Okay,
here
so
is this
your
account.
name is still on that account.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
until they
so
turn
that's
18.
different.
Yeah.
Easily
you-
hand over account when the child is
Right.
an adult.
There is a surcharge for that per month. It's $5 a month, which is like nothing if you think about it, considering that they're investing for you.
That
Yeah.
seems a bit silly if you're not making $5 a month on it.
Right.
That is not like a
Yeah.
if
I
your
agree.
roundups aren't covering,
Yeah.
like, you need to be profiting $5 a month if you're going to be signing up for something that costs you $5 a month.
Yeah. So,
That-
I mean,
That's
I
my
make
issue with
I make
Acorns
that
right now,
much.
is their fees are high.
They are. Whenever we
They
were
are.
talking about the layer thing, it's a Vanguard account apparently. I had no idea it was a Vanguard
Yes.
thing. Shit. I mean, this is easy. If you want to start working on like a nest egg or an emergency fund, which is what I use this for whenever I'm not like
Yeah. I
saving up for
use-
something, this
I
is my
definitely
emergency
use-
fund.
I definitely use the invest account for like major purchases if I really have to. But like we were talking about, the invest is much different than the later.
Yeah.
You invest, you can safely pull that out. If you made any money on it, you do owe taxes on that. That's just how it works. But like, yeah, like last year I had $1,400 sitting in it for my computer parts. Yanked it out, was able to buy, computer parts. I'll probably do the same thing for a graphics card next year
If they ever show up.
if they ever show up.
Also, they give you money if you buy with specific things.
Yeah, they'll invest. So it's definitely
Well-
worth looking into just for that at least.
Like I get money for Dollar Shave Club because I buy my Dollar Shave Club with the card, and then also Apple's on here. And I've made money, and I've gotten extra money for doing Airbnb multiple
Yeah.
times.
I really need to use my card more
Yeah,
because I barely use that at all.
yeah. That was our rant on helps people segment. We felt like doing this because
And we are not financial advisors.
we're not. That's why we're telling you to let smart things like computers and Vanguard and
Well,
all these things fix it for
Also,
you.
if you have a 401k at work, I know it really sucks when you get your paycheck and you
And
look
it's
at it and
half
go,
of it gone.
ugh. Like when I first signed up for my new job, they defaulted to 10%. And
What?
I have to yes, they defaulted to 10%.
Fuck.
I
I was upset when Best Buy was like 2%. I was
Which
like, no.
it hurts. But they're like, hey, look, they actually did it to where they allow you to choose the amount at any point, of course,
Right.
but they also match.
How much did they match? Up to 10?
No, they match however much you want.
What?
Yes,
So if you put 100% of your
if you
check
put
in there,
100%, they
you
would match
cannot
that.
put 100%.
it's
There are
what?
limits.
It's
There's IRS limits.
It's like
right?
what,
So,
25%? I thought,
Uh,
or is it a dollar amount?
I can't remember the specifics, but there is an IRS limit per year.
Hold on, I'll look it up.
Okay.
Uh,
But
Your limit is $19,500 before the age of 50. So $19,500 per year if you
Yeah.
are under the age of 50.
yeah.
Huh. Cool.
But so they're doing a thing where they automatically are ramping people back up to 10% if they haven't like messed with it recently. So I mean, I upped mine to 6% recently, like last paycheck.
All right, rich boy.
It sucked, dude. I'm not gonna lie, it sucked. But at the same time, they're like, hey, if you did this, this is what your potential retirement age was. And I was like, fuck, I can work with that. It was
Look.
like 42.
At this
Yeah,
point,
it's-
I might
Wait,
as well move.
Wait. What do you consider like? How much are you putting away for retirement though?
6% of my paycheck, which is matched, so it's 12% by
Like
the end.
dollar amount. I'm talking about.
Oh,
Tree,
fuck.
tree fitty.
That's a lot, dude. that's
It's
like
tree
spread
fitting.
out. I got a lot spread out over different things.
No,
so.
I'm just like, what's your goal? I guess is really what I'm trying to say.
Well, okay.
Like
let me
quarter
put it.
million, half a
Let me
million.
let me put it this way.
$1 billion.
They were with what I put in
Good
there.
lord.
They were like, "Hey, you're going to be spending $8,000 a month."
Ugh.
Like that was what their barometer was. And they're like, "Okay, if you want to spend $8,000 a month, here's how much money you should put in."
I wonder if it's the same barometer that fucking Best Buy uses where they shame me every time I open the 401k page.
Yeah,
It's like, you're not ready to retire.
doubt.
Well, no shit, I'm 30.
no
What do you
doubt.
fucking
They're-
expect?
Yeah, but like when I saw that, I was like, "Well, I can kind of afford that, so let me just do it and not worry about it."
Invest as much as you can now.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
seriously, because
Also,
after
the
kids
earlier
and
you
after all
start,
that, yeah,
the better.
yeah, because after you start worrying about family, you're fucked.
Once you start turkey
Also-
basting, it'll be all over for you.
That all
Turkey
comes out
basting?
pre-tax.
it's all pre-tax. Yeah,
And if something happens and you have to get that money, it is still your money. You can still get it.
yeah.
You will have to pay the taxes and fees and stuff to get it, but
It's
Oh.
still not
Well-
as much as
You
it's
if
still
necessary.
not right, and it's not as much as a loan. It's not as much.
actually, you can even borrow against
Exactly.
your 401ks, so that technically the interest you're paying is the interest
Now-
your 401k would have been earning.
Now that should be like your last resort, if you have an emergency that springs up. But I get
Well,
it.
withdrawing is a last resort.
Yes,
Borrowing
withdrawing.
against it is actually a better idea than borrowing
Yes,
any other kind of short-term loan. It's so
Yes.
much better than a payday loan.
Okay. So, also, if you're scared of the stock market messing with your money, like Acorns, you can use Digit, which is a similar system. It didn't work as well for me, but you know.
Oh, I use that so much.
Yeah.
Like I
Ah.
withdraw from that. Like I have to admit, quite a lot more than I should.
So, I have two more things that I want to talk about. Want to do. One is trivia,
All right.
and then I don't know who has watched WandaVision yet.
I have watched up till
I have not.
episode 3.
I have not started it.
Oof.
Jim, have you watched any of it? No, he doesn't watch Marvel things.
No, I haven't.
David, have you watched any of it?
No, I have not.
All right. Well, then I won't spoil anything because that's rude.
Is it good?
But I hated
Yeah.
it. I hated the first two episodes.
Oh, you hated the first
I
two
hated
episodes.
the first two episodes with a passion.
I liked the first 2 episodes.
You're a monster, and you're an old man, and that makes
Okay,
sense.
so let me ask you this: like, why did it bother you so much?
Because
Is it,
if
like,
I
the
wanted to
format?
watch that shit, I would watch Bewitched or
Oh,
something
okay.
like that.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. So
If you can't tell by the trailers that have been out,
for
it's
months
set like the trailers show black and white, like I Love Lucy era TV.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what the first two episodes are.
now, in 4:3 aspect ratio.
I didn't even notice that because I was on my
Oh,
computer.
dude.
I was on my computer on my ultra
No.
wide, so it's already kind of fucky.
So the reason why it benefited me greatly is that we're all watching in the living room on the TV. Julia has like a framed picture thing she hasn't put up yet, but it's so large she has it like tucked into between the TV stand and the wall, and it cuts off the screen from my chair from where I was sitting. Wasn't a problem with
Monster.
WandaVision because
Oh, that's spoilers. What the fuck? The sneak peek trailer is full of spoilers.
because you're watching it for post episode 4. It's teasing the rest of the season.
Where's the actual trailer that came out months ago?
Oh, I don't know. Anyways,
Oh, there it
from
is.
the trailer you can watch it. It's basically different decades of TV.
Oh God, I hate it.
I actually enjoyed it because it was kind of like, all right, which decade are we in now? Which is really cool. And interestingly enough, for Vision, when it was black and white, he wasn't painted his normal red color. They had to paint him blue for it to show up properly.
Huh.
So
Oh,
I don't
and
know.
they color corrected it.
Hey,
Well,
David,
by color correcting, you mean turning it black and white? Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
they had to paint him differently so it showed as possibly the different color in black and white.
Right.
It showed him up better in monochrome.
David, I have a question for you. Since
Yes.
you're probably one of the bigger Marvel comic persons here, I don't think this is the case for the show.
But
How did House of M start?
oh, I don't want to get into it.
Was it her going crazy?
Honestly, I can't remember the exact thing that started the whole Marvel House of M thing. I really only got introduced to it because of Spider-Man.
Okay.
So I never really kind of, aside from like the weird fuckery that it does in the background, and I never really actually got into the
Okay.
origins of House of M.
All right, got it. So, like I said, so I started watching it today because I was preparing for this podcast, and the first 2 episodes pissed me off, and I was so prepared to fucking tear possibly Jeff a new asshole because there's no way this show's good. And then I watched the next 2 episodes. It's like, all right, it's all right now.
Well, and it's probably because you're so used to like the Marvel
Continuity.
way.
But you kind of have to expect the continuity to be changed whenever it's her involved.
Yes, but also this is firmly what I believe is preparing everyone for weird Marvel.
Yeah.
And I mean like really weird Marvel.
You've
think
gotten
it's
my attention.
I think there's going to be a lot of Marvel coming up that is going to turn people off because I think they're trying to diversify. They're trying to make it.
Like if you look at what
Good.
we've got coming out, we've got the new Doctor Strange movie,
Multiverse
which
of
is
Madness.
Multiverse of Madness. So there's gonna be a lot of fuckery there. The new Spider-Man movie
Well, that
is
one's supposed to be a horror movie, right?
kind of.
Yeah.
That's what it's been described
It's what,
as.
2 years from now, though?
They're gonna
Yeah.
if they're gonna stop being the superhero genre and like branch out into horror and like
Bring back
sitcom
Big
and all this other stuff. I think it's gonna be great.
Yes. As a person who couldn't give a shit about any of the Marvel superhero movies, except for maybe Iron Man and Doctor Strange, I'm all for it because it's boring as shit to me. And I think they're going to have those fans still, but they're going to get people like me back who doesn't want the same goddamn movie over and over and over and over again. So I'm super stoked for all this.
Let me make it clear.
Eternals is one thing that's coming out that's huge.
And I love that comic. Eternals is one of my favorite comics.
Yeah.
Let me make it clear. If you like Marvel, you should watch WandaVision. You should watch all these series that are going to come out over the next year or two.
But be prepared because eventually there's going to be stuff that you don't like. Because they are definitely trying to make everything different.
They're twisting things. And then they have to throw in the X-Men at some point. That's going to throw a wrench into
the
a
fact
lot
that
of
I
stuff.
heard, and I got real excited and then real bummed out when I heard they weren't doing it. The thought of them making a rated R Deadpool / Wolverine like road trip movie. Oh, that was supposedly supposed
that could still
to
be
happen.
happening.
I'd be so happy.
But doesn't the road trip movie already exist? Isn't that Logan?
I mean, but I mean, yes, and I love.
Oh,
that
bear in
movie.
mind,
I
I've never
do.
seen Logan.
Oh, Logan is very good. Logan is one that I think people should watch. But man, just the thought of those two with their history, oh, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it has been confirmed Deadpool 3 will be R-rated. And taking place in the MCU.
That was literally my follow-up.
It is, yeah.
They
Kevin Feige confirmed it, so that's huge.
Cool. No, that's awesome.
So I mean, we've got Eternals. We got Captain.
Are you saying internals or
Eternals?
Eternals?
Eternals.
Oh,
Eternals.
what is that?
Oh, that's
Like
You wanna take that one?
whenever I think Eternals, I think of like Galactus and like that level.
Now, Jim,
No.
why don't you just give a brief summary of it, if you can?
So,
Eternals.
Think ghetto X-Men.
it's okay. So basically, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the Eternals were basically a team put together.
Is this the
when, like-
Kumail movie?
Yes, Kumail
Uh,
Nanjiani will be in it.
where basically, it was just a bunch of kind of offshoot superheroes. It's I think they're called humanoids.
Inhuman.
No, I think I can't remember, but Inhumanoids, and like I think some of them are called Deviants. It's almost like a Suicide Squad, but that's not even doing it justice because it's like a Suicide Squad for Marvel. But it's basically kind of rejects that are put into play when specific superheroes aren't able to be there. Kind of like how Fantastic Four had FF, which was better than any Fantastic Four property. But I'm doing a terrible job explaining it. It's very good though.
When the Celestials
Mm.
visited Earth 1 million years ago and performed genetic experiments on early proto-humanity, they created two divergent races: the long-lived Eternals and the genetically unstable and monstrously grotesque Deviants.
Yeah, I remember Deviants.
These
being-
experiments also led to the capacity for more superpowered mutations in humans. They also performed this experiment on other planets, such as the Kree and Skrull homeworlds, with similar results. So basically, offshoot of Celestials, which, if I'm not mistaken, Celestials are,
Like Galactus and all that,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just excited for Loki.
Oh,
I'm watching the
that
Loki trailer.
That looks
fucking
great.
bonkers, dude.
It looks great.
On my last day working from home, I watched both Infinity War and Endgame again.
Nice.
I forgot how good Endgame is.
Endgame is phenomenal.
I haven't watched it more than once. It's just such a long
I watched it
thing.
I've
a couple
Yeah, but
months
hey,
ago
I've
now
watched it
I
for the
would
first
say-
time.
after the
I would
movies.
say it's still better than Harry Potter Deathly Hollows 1.
Well, that's not a high bar.
What? Why are you comparing those two things?
Like, that's
Well,
not.
because like I think of Endgame and Infinity War as one movie. Split
That's
into two.
like a 9-hour movie.
I watched both of them a couple months ago for the first time.
What'd
Man,
you think?
It was so goddamn predictable and boring to me. Like, I don't know. That's why I don't like to talk about this stuff because I feel like this stuff is so personal to so many people, and I don't understand it past phase one.
Okay.
I just don't think you got as invested as some people did.
No, 100% correct. Yep, 100% correct.
I mean, like to this day, people are like, "Oh yeah, Marvel. I saw that the other day, like at home or whatever." I was like, "I've seen every single one of these fucking films in theaters."
Yeah,
Like,
like
I
every single one in theaters. Most of them were midnight releases that I watched.
Yeah, like it's just like, and it's just because, especially with Endgame and Infinity War. Thank you. You like, this is such a big fucking deal. Like, it's the culmination of like however many years it took to get here.
It's a lot of
I think-
properties.
You didn't want to get it spoiled.
I
Like,
think
that
if I
was
would
just-
have, okay, so I'm not going to spoil anything, but like I, watched the end of the movie and, the major thing and I'm talking about Endgame happens,
Look. At this point, I think everybody already knows about it. So
It's
might as
also
well just talk-
2019.
Are you guys
the-
okay if I?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yes, dude. It's been
So
decades.
when Thanos snaps his fingers and Iron Man,
How dare
That's
you
Infinity
spoil
War.
that?
Infinity War, but like,
Oh, the cloud.
watching, I watched it and I was like, oh, okay, got it. And then
Wait. So Spider-Man didn't bring you to tears. You didn't
Well-
feel like a pull of the heart at all.
couldn't give a fuck about Spider-Man or Tom Holland or any of those people involved.
I
But
thought David was a monster.
Right?
but then I watched. I think it might have been like a TikTok of a midnight screening when they when he snaps his fingers and takes out Iron Man, and the fucking pain, the collective pain in the audience, like it gave me chills. Maybe I would have appreciated those movies more if I would have seen them in
Oh,
theaters
dude,
and
the
had
moment
those reactions.
the moment that Cap got Thor's hammer
Oh,
in the theater,
Oh, the whole theater.
the entire
yeah, the
theater
theater
just
went
went
wild.
So,
fucking ballistic.
that's why I
That-
watched it.
That gave me
Yeah.
chills.
There was
Oh.
there's a YouTube video of premiere night audience reactions of both movies,
Yeah.
and I was watching that
And
because
there's-
I just wanted to watch like little clips of it, and then I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I have to watch them now.
There's
After the
signature
snap-
moments.
After the snap, all I remember is just being flabbergasted. Like, no words. Like, they just took out.
Dude.
I knew it was going to happen, but it doesn't prepare you.
Yeah, and
Not
that's the
only
thing is, I
that-
knew it was going to happen too, and just sitting there like with nobody, kind of just by myself on the couch, like, yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Like, it didn't.
No, I
Maybe
mean,
I
like,
didn't have because
It's
I
different.
remember seeing specific movies like with you guys,
Yeah.
like, and having those types of emotions, like even just surrounded by you guys, like
you know what?
it
Jim?
made everything cooler.
the next movie you want to watch. That's like historic or whatever, right? Let's see if we could do it as a watch party.
Okay.
Or we
Okay.
can rent out Alamo Draft House.
Or rent out Alamo. I'll do it. I don't care at this point.
I would too.
Just because I think that's exactly what happened to you is that you just missed like
You're
the
not
moment-
feeding off the emotion of the crowd. Because
the
that's
moment
thing.
when the fucking portals opened up and like
Oh,
Black
man.
Panther steps through,
My
everybody was
heart.
just
On
like,
your left.
Fuck yes.
Oh,
Well, so
that-
so you got to keep in mind, I watched both those movies after Chadwick had died already,
Oops.
Yeah.
and so
yeah.
those are the parts that like hit me. Like, I
So
was
Jim,
like,
if I told you we could go watch
Still
Back
never
to the
seen Homecoming,
Future,
Wait, first off,
Hold on.
I've still
let's
never
look-
seen. Hold on, I've still
Wakanda
never
forever.
seen Civil War or Homecoming
Ugh.
or
Well,
any
you
of the
just
Tom
said
Holland
Ugh.
Spider-Mans. I haven't seen any of the Tom Holland Spider-Mans.
it's upsetting.
All right, let's see what's going on at Alamo.
I
actually.
just said Back to the Future,
Mm.
Batman '89,
no.
Ah,
No.
yes.
E.T.,
Returns.
Jaws.
It has to be a movie he
these
has not
are
seen.
some of my favorite movies of all time.
That's what I'm
though.
saying though.
Has to be a movie he hasn't seen though.
Jurassic Park, Monty Python, The Holy Grail,
Classic.
Pee Wee's Big Adventure,
Classic. The best Tim Burton movie.
Shrek,
I'd argue with you on that one.
That's fine. Most people would.
Tenet.
Tenet looks boring as fuck.
Iron
Dude, oh,
Iron
man,
Giant?
It was so disappointing.
Giant.
It looks boring as fuck to me.
How are you disappointed? How did you not know it was gonna fail?
Weird Science.
How was I disappointed? Okay,
No, I said, how did you not know you were gonna be disappointed?
because I
Like-
love Christopher Nolan films.
Well,
Like I like
the
every
only
one
good
of them.
film that he made was still a shit film.
Oh.
No, because Batman Begins and Dark Knight were good. Batman Begins was
Really?
excellent.
Were
Dark Knight was good.
Okay, David, did you see Interstellar?
Yes.
You saw Inception.
Was that an option?
Yes.
No.
And you're
neither one of
fucking
those are
wrong.
options.
Fuck you and your
So
opinion.
so I thought Inception was better than Interstellar, but I didn't particularly like either one of those movies.
Can
either.
we all go
I
watch The
loved-
Shining?
The
I-
Shining.
Oh, The Shining is one of my favorite movies of all time.
I agree with you, Jim, on that one. I watched both. I thought Inception was better.
Yeah.
Do we have $162 to spare?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
We
I'll do
don't.
it.
I'm not watching The Shining.
The
Oh,
shitting.
it's so good.
I'm not.
I saw
I'm
saw
a-
your picture earlier, Jim. By the way,
Oh yeah.
I'm a big old pussy when it comes to scary movies.
See, and that's
that
like the-
wasn't. That's not what I would consider a scary movie.
The
though.
Shining?
No.
Fuck you,
really.
it's scary.
I would say
No.
it's one of the best scary movies of all time.
No.
Nightmare on Elm Street's also here.
Cool. I like those movies. I have the whole
Ah,
set
there's
of those.
nothing on this.
The
list
original
that-
Blade.
Here's Johnny.
I
There's
st-
nothing on here that's making me want to go rent this movie theater.
Let's go watch
Quiet
Pee Wee's
Place
Big
2.
Adventure.
Okay, look, hold on. Is Starship Troopers on there?
No.
Oh, Shaun of the
I-
Dead's
I
on
Shaun
there.
of, I saw Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun
I
of
was
the
like,
Dead?
Jeff's gonna.
Oh, wait, no, we've got it. The Lego Batman movie.
Will Arnett.
Oh, I like
That's
that
actually a
movie.
good movie.
I like that movie.
Oh, hell no. Not the Never-Ending Story.
Never ending
No.
story.
Fuck that movie.
But the value, you pay $168 and you get more minutes.
You get
February 12th, The
168
Birdcage.
You pay $168 for a long fucking hot dog.
And then you also have to buy a certain amount of food as well.
Yeah.
Seeing there's so little I can fucking eat there.
Look.
So I'd be fucking.
Get the
Oh,
fuck out of here.
I like Bridesmaids.
I mean, I'm sure you do, Jim.
Hey,
What? Shut up.
Ooh, we could watch Xanadu.
Oh.
Xanadu's a fucking classic.
Mamma mia.
We have different terms for classic, Jim.
Hey, we could run out the theater for
I accept
Valentine's
that.
Day.
Fuck that.
For who? Why?
Or what?
No, just kidding.
Why?
Also, Kong
Ooh,
versus Godzilla is gonna be stupid.
Well, so talking about that too, like HBO Max
The best service.
is actually, David, did you see what's coming out March 18th?
No.
Genlock.
The Snyder Cut
Oh yeah, that's right. On HBO Max.
on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Snyder Cut's coming.
I'm ready.
Genlock.
It's gonna be completely shitty. You know that, right?
I'm fully prepared for that.
Oh yeah, I'm not
But
even expecting.
I'll pay. I'll pay. What is it? $15 right now.
$0. Oh, Ready Player One's on there?
Hold on. This is what ticks me off about Jeff. He will sit there and bitch about a streaming service for an entire month of $15, but happily throw down like 80 to go out with his wife and sit.
Yeah,
and watch a
fuck
shitty
you
movie
wanting to
for
spend a
$2.
night with your wife.
You want to know the difference?
Bitch.
He puts down that $80, and then that $80 is spent and gone. It's not going to spend itself again the next month when he forgets to use it.
Yeah. Also,
Zach's-
it's a better experience in a theater. Like, I'm sorry.
Wait,
I'm not
when
debating
did
Zack
that.
Snyder.
No,
Yes.
it's not. You're going to Alamo. It's not a better experience.
It's not.
the same
Than my
experience.
house?
Yes,
Yeah.
your TV screen is the same exact size as theirs.
No, it's not.
Yes,
What?
it is. They're tiny ass screens.
Okay, I'm gonna
I'm
tell you
going
something here,
through-
David, right now.
What?
I would like you to go to Alamo one day.
I already
No.
have.
Listen, hear me out. All right, just hear me out.
He doesn't
I want you to ask them what projector do they have, and how big is their screen, and what sound system do they have, and then when you get all that information and look it
Yeah.
up and actually like properly say that it's good, then I want you to shut the fuck up and say that your house system is terrible in comparison.
I mean, I sold you a good TV.
I'm not saying that, Todd. What I am saying
Jeff,
is,
You know what? You know
insulted.
what David's issue with the place is?
What?
That it's an old school themed theater,
Also,
and
it's
it's not
too-
opulent.
He's too big for the chairs.
I
Listen,
fit in the chairs just
Don't
fine.
fucking lie to
the
me.
theater down the road. What is it?
Do you have problems sitting in the
Cinemark.
chairs,
Yes,
Tom?
I have problems
No,
sitting in
not
those
not
chairs.
Cinemark.
Palladium?
You know, I've literally
Not
swapped
Palladium.
you.
Studio Movie Girl. Studio Movie Girl has like that fucking
It's worse.
Samsung.
You said it was
Black
right down the road. I was like,
OLED.
what?
Studio
thing.
Movie Girl's trash.
Yeah.
I mean, the one I went to, I was so desperate to watch, Star Wars, the Last Hope or whatever, the whatever that
The Last Skywalker.
yeah,
I
the
thought you
really
were a Star
shitty
Wars fan.
ending.
The
I
last
was until that very
Palpatine.
last episode that just fucking ruined it all for me.
The last Palpatine.
That's what ruined
I like
it
that
for
movie.
you.
No, well, the second
Jim, hot take. He likes that movie.
you
I
like
do.
that movie?
I did
I did too.
Why? Oh.
We talked about it on a podcast.
because I'm
I
not
remember,
super
I'm so
fucking
agree.
picky when
You
it
should
comes
listen
to
to
that shit.
it.
No,
Listen,
sorry,
it's
but that-
not. It's not my favorite Star
No.
Wars movie,
No.
but by
by comparison, Solo was better.
No, Attack of the Clones is the best movie.
oh, fuck
That's my
that.
wife's favorite. Like legit.
Oh, well, clearly that means I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I like Solo too. So
I never saw Solo.
I prefer Phantom
Is-
Menace because Jar Jar gets the most screen time.
Fuck
I like
you,
that. I like
Michael.
that.
Do you mean Sith Lord Binks?
Attack.
Yes.
Okay, let me put it this way: Attack of the Clones better than Phantom Menace.
Huh?
Um,
Better than 3.
it's
than
the
four?
best. It's one of the best out of the three.
It's one of the best out of the 8
Revenge of the Sith was
or
fucking
9.
great.
or whatever.
I love Revenge of the Sith. I thought Revenge of the Sith was excellent.
I mean that heart.
You know what ruined it though? Very end of the movie. No,
Guys,
that killed it for me.
you know,
I just don't understand. Like, I just don't understand that feeling like where one single act ruins. I've never got that. It's the same reason why
Because-
people are like that all-female Ghostbusters movie ruined the whole franchise. Like, why? Like, those movies still exist.
No, that's
Calm
that's-
down.
That's
And I'm
people
not
being
comparing you to
dumb.
those people because you're much better than those people.
No, it's because like it's one of those things where you're watching it and you're like, oh man, they did such a good job with this. It's working up to it. And then in one moment, it just has such like it has such a cheesy part that just ruins the rest of the good stuff that happens.
Like it could have been better.
It could have
in
been
so many
better.
ways.
Like,
Like,
if he
he
just
could have literally
screamed, would it have been better?
If they had cut that scene like 30 seconds earlier, like just completely removed the scream, just had him breathing.
If he had been silent and just like crushing everything around him,
that would have been excellent.
just like feeling his like anger, that would have been great.
So
But that to me just showed like that he is still such an infantile person inside to have that type of reaction. That's what that did to me.
I feel like the only reason why it sounded stupid was because it was the different voice.
What
Like
do you
if it was more of a Hayden Christensen sounding voice,
Oh yeah.
it would have
We
been
went-
completely
that's
different.
kind of one of the problems, right? It's that we went from Hayden Christensen
Straight to
to
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones like immediately. And you're like, okay, well, I get it. He's in the suit now, but like, I don't
But
know,
also,
maybe
they had to rebuild his entire vocal cords.
Eh,
He was
Did they?
burnt. Yeah,
He
he
was
was
a little
burnt.
bit toasty.
But didn't he like reach out to Palpatine, like say something?
No man,
on
because if you
Mustafar?
look at what happens when your body gets set on fire,
I mean,
you
this is
breathe
not
in
the
that
real
smoke,
world, though, Jeff.
that smoke ruins your esophagus, your vocal cords. Like that's one of the first things to go. For
I mean,
life.
also getting a laser sword through you probably fucking
Sure,
hurts.
absolutely.
But
I'm just
this
saying,
isn't
like,
real life. These are.
I'm just saying, like, these things
So-
aren't necessarily things that took me out of the
Yeah.
movie.
So what you're saying is that you should get burnt by lava so you have the godly voice of James Earl Jones.
is that the option?
Because I don't
I-
think that's a great lesson to teach.
I don't think it's a
George
great
Lucas.
lesson to
And on
teach.
that note,
Nobody
back to the
thought of
tip.
that. Nobody
All right.
thought that, Jeff.
Well,
and on that note, let's end the show.
well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want more content like this, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Next week is also retrospects. You are doing the
Football
best
games
football
in honor
games in honor of the Super Bowl, which you should probably put out the day of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So if you want to hear more of us talk about science fiction, fantasy, role-playing, video games, and DC Comics, stick around for the post-show or Patreon exclusive post-show or
Hey,
the live
wait.
stream. We're about to talk about that thing that he just brought up. We will be playing a trivia game. It's Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Those,
yeah.
those were the topics. I was just throwing that out there. One other thing we want to bring up. Jeff and David had an idea, and they executed it, and I don't know how it went. So, Jeff, tell me about Barbecue Show.
All right, so coming soon as of this Friday, we'll be having our first episode. It's called Pitmaster's Craft.
Is that one word or
bas-
2 words?
It is one word because it's grammatically correct, and I'm
I thought
so
it was
sorry.
2 words.
Nope, it's one word.
Pitmaster is one word and craft
Nope.
is another.
Nope, it's one word.
This was our
All
big
of it?
argument, by the way.
We'll figure it out later. It's in the chat. You'll see
Okay.
it.
So you combine pitmaster and craft?
No,
You said it was one word.
Pitmaster
It's
is one
giant
word.
But pitmaster's craft would be 2 words or 3 words, right?
It's 2 words.
Okay. Making sure.
It's
Making sure we didn't decide to
Pitmasters.
take out
We're just
all the space.
clarifying here.
It's Pitmasters
What? No hyphen?
Craft. I'm gonna murder you, David. Anyways,
Vegans don't have these kind of arguments.
Vegans don't have
get
joy in their life.
don't.
Heyo.
You know what? I'm gonna go to a
You're
vegan
kinda
restaurant now and be
sensitive
like,
to
this food is
argument.
terrible. Anyways, Pitmaster's Craft coming out Friday. Basically, we
Name the
were,
actual date, please.
Friday,
It's
February
the
6th.
5th. The 5th.
Yeah, February 5th. Thank you. February 5th. It's gonna be on our YouTube channel. I don't think
We don't
it'll
have a vanity
be-
URL.
Yeah, we don't have that yet. but
Sorry.
we'll
We have
share
to
that
have
when we
like
can.
10,000 subscribers, and we have like 2.
So
We
this
have
is
16.
episode 1, though. Basically, our goal is just to travel to as many different barbecue places, not only in Texas, but possibly around the country.
We're gonna go to North Carolina and talk shit about their barbecue.
Probably.
Let's do it.
Probably. And these aren't like chains for the most part. We're going to like individual
I forgot
places.
about my idea.
Uh-oh. The very first spot we went to is Pinkerton's Barbecue. You'll be able to see our reactions in the video. So
In Houston.
in Houston. So please tune in to Pitmaster's Craft. Hope y'all enjoy it, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, so none of that crap like Rudy's. None of that crap like
Someone told me
Spring-
the other day we should go
Spring
to
Creek.
what is it?
Don't you ruin
Yellowside.
Don't you ruin my
Yellowside.
idea. Don't you ruin my idea. That was my show. You stay the fuck out of it.
We should go where?
I was gonna make a show that posted the opposite weeks of you, where I went to like every fucking chain one, like
God.
Dickies, which is the one that Jeff was thinking of,
Dickies.
Fuck that.
and then like Coulter's and fuck all these
Coulter's.
fucking
Exactly.
chains.
No. You can tell just how much this was barbecued.
Exactly.
Sorry, microwaved.
Exactly. So once
But
again,
hit
crusty
Rudy's, too.
bits.
Hold on. They still left the plastic bag on top of the broccoli.
Oh,
so once again, Pitmaster's Craft coming out Friday the 5th. Retrospects will be out Super Bowl Sunday, unless Jim doesn't get it out on time.
Nope, Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday. We appreciate you, Jim. This video will be up on Facebook, which is facebook.com/realrantingmedia. We are streaming at least 3 days a week on twitch.tv/rantingmedia. Please give us a follow. We're going for affiliate. We are 8 follows away from 50. We
7
really appreciate
followers.
7 followers away from 50. We really appreciate it. We are about to do the post show, which includes Jeopardy. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Bye.